Time to present you the English news. The Chief Executive of the Unity Government, Abdullah, has called on the Leadership Council of the Taliban group to respect the will of the nation and start peace talks with the government in a bid to end the ongoing violence. Abdullah issued a statement to welcome the arrival of Helmand peace convoy to Kabul and said the government supports the peace convoy and is prepared to positively respond to the demands of the peace activists. The statement further added that the Chief Executive of the Unity Government supports the efforts by Helmand youths for peace as well as their civil movement for marching on foot from Helmand to Kabul. He said the move shows that peace is a national need and is being demanded by the people at any cost. According to Abdullah, government has clearly shown its clear stance and goodwill regarding the peace, which received positive feedback from the Taliban as well in the form of a ceasefire. The Chief Executive also added that the response by the Taliban proved that there is an interest all sides for peace and reconciliation and expressed hopes that the Taliban will positively respond to the government and nation's demand for reconciliation and start peace talks. The air corridor between Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia will be inaugurated next week as a force or underway to boost Afghanistan's export trade. Samir Raza, spokesperson to the senior presidential advisor for banking and financial affairs, informed regarding the planned inauguration of the new air corridor. Speaking during a press conference in Kabul, Raza said that memorandum of understanding for the inauguration of the air corridor between Afghanistan and Saudi Arabia has been signed. He further stated that the air corridor will be inaugurated next week and the first flight will transport 500 kg of saffron and other trade commodities to Saudi Arabia. According to Raza, Afghanistan has far exported 2,600 tons of trade commodities worth around $51 million via Afghanistan, India, Afghanistan, Kazakhstan and Afghanistan-Turkey air corridors. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un meets with Xi Jinping in Beijing. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Chinese President met in Beijing Tuesday for their first face-to-face talks since Kim's historic summit with US President Donald Trump in Singapore on June 12. The two leaders held a bilateral meeting after welcoming ceremony with the North Korean leader, which included a crowd of jubilant children jumping up and down and waving Chinese flags. At their third meeting in as many months, Xi lavished praise on the younger man for his handling of the US meeting, according to Chinese state media CCTV. At least 5 undocumented migrants were killed after a car carrying them torn over in Texas following a border patrol car chase, local media reported. NBC News reported Sunday, citing local sheriff, that a border patrol started pursuing a Chevrolet suburban with 14 people, mostly undocumented migrants not far away from the US-Mexican border. According to the broadcaster, after the car conned off the road, 4 people were killed and 10 were injured and later sent to hospitals. One of the injured passengers of the car later died in a medical facility. The sheriff said that the chase was a good police work. However, he had not disclosed more details about the pursuit, the media outlet said. In Malmö, cave shooting, 3 killed and 3 injured in drive-by attack on World Cup fans in Sweden. 3 men have died after a drive-by gunman opened fire on a Swedish cave full of World Cup fans celebrating their team's win. The 3 victims, aged 18, 29 and another in his 30s, died overnight, while a further 3 were injured in the attacks in Malmö. Witnesses say that the attacker rained bullets on the men as they left the Internet cafe in the southeastern part of Sweden's 3rd largest city on Monday evening. Screams rang out as the shots were fired at around 8 p.m. local time. Thank you for joining. That was a brief. Have a good night.